Hello everyone, welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV Online. Last time we done mainly a Gaius-centered quest line, in which we found out that Gaius had 5 adoptive children. Unfortunately, throughout this quest line, they have been used as essentially guinea pigs for another experiment by the Garleans, where they have been essentially fused with the colored Omega weapons, the Emerald, Crimson, and Sapphire. It frickin' sucks. One of them has been brought out of this, but there's still the eldest that we can hopefully still save. We're gonna see. Hey Lucian, how you doing? Existing? I know I am. Severus taking care of Addie, but it may be some time until her nerves have settled. If the vision you witnessed is indeed true, Alphonse and Rex locked her away for her own safety. When she is ready, I would know more of what her brother hoped to achieve and why he must resort to such desperate measures. Also, please bear with me. I think I'm coming down with a cold. Because of course I am. Alice's condition has improved somewhat, but she remains in a state of shock. We must give her more time to recover. There was one other thing that I thought you should know. When we checked her for injuries, we saw that her back is covered in welts and bruises. Who did this to her? It seems she was subjected to beatings on a regular basis. Judging by varied stages of bruising, I dare say this was the work of her Garlean masters. You speak as though you have seen this before. Seen, I've lived through it myself. I was born in World. 23 summers passed. My mother was a local woman, but my father was a pure-blooded Garlean and a member of the occupied forces. Though I know very little about him, his rank afforded me imperial citizenship. His acknowledgement of our familial ties was the extent of the responsibility he took for bringing me into this world. Still, it is more than can be said for most of his ilk. My mother and I were shunned by the people of World, who treated us as badly as the Garleans did, if not worse. I thought that if I were to become an Imperial soldier, my position might somehow deter those who would cast scorn on my mother, only out of fear. So I joined the army. The acceptance I earned was but temporary, however, and my superiors were quick to blame any perceived shortcomings on my savage lineage. Rather than waste time on official court matters, they administered their own form of corporal punishment. I was eventually assigned to the 12th Legion and fought under Xenos, Galvus, and Alamigo. In the chaos that followed our defeat, I seized the opportunity to flee to World. I was never much of a home, it was all I had, but nothing could prepare me for what awaited. My mother had for many years suffered from poor health, and relied on medicine to keep her alive. In my absence, the Garleans had denied her treatment, claiming that it would be wasted on savages. By the time I could return to her side, there was naught I could do. There was nothing left for me in World. I would be punished for desertion if the Imperials discovered the reason for my return. I was never accepted by my so-called countrymen to begin with. I ran as far as my legs could carry me. It was then that I met Gaius. That is the truth of it. Other than a few scant details, I knew not of your past. It sickens me to think I once fought under the same banner as such vile creatures. I had always believed it to be the duty of the strong to lead the weak. There are those who become drunk on the power afforded by their station, prey on the ones they protect. Like a canker, the corruption has spread to every part of the Empire. Even those with Garlean blood such as myself are subjected to that cruelty. They hold particular contempt for the aura, an easy target for abuse, being so few in number. Perhaps like me, Ali thought she could be spared such treatment once she joined the army. Alas. I only hope that with time, Ali can come to put the past behind her and make a new life for herself. But for now, all we can do is wait for her delirium to subside. It is Valdelune's turn to keep watch. Let us ask him if there has been any change. Though you have overcome the emerald weapon, it is hardly cause for celebration. Another young life cut short. Rex's death is on my hands, not yours. With this confrontation had been averted, but alas, it will not to be. I suppose you're here to ask about Ali. Is she well enough to speak with us? As her condition has improved somewhat, I would say so, provided you do not cause her any undue distress. Wait here. Ali, I'm sorry. What happened to Rex? It was my fault. Melisandria and Recon too. They died because of me and my foolish ambitions. Father, no. This cannot go on. Please, Ali. You must tell me all you know. Of course. First, I need to know what became of you and your siblings after we parted. So much has happened. It seems like a lifetime ago. After your disappearance, we were all assigned to the newly formed 7th Legion. At first, each legatus was quickly replaced by the next, until eventually a man named Valens von Varo was given command. He was sent from the capital, but before that he was a specialist in experimental magitech weaponry. We later discovered that he was ordered by Emperor Varius to complete a project involving anti-primal war machina, the weapons. But after the Emperor's death, he was free to employ whatever method he saw fit, and his greed for power only grew. Some even say he's planning to use the power of the weapons to lay claim to the throne. But I think there's another reason for his obsession with the weapons project. Not that he'd ever tell anyone, but he's always muttering to himself, and I've been able to put the pieces together. He's jealous of you, Father. Valens von Varo. I must admit, it was only recently that I first heard that name. Valens used his knowledge of magitech to devise various military strategies. He was given a position in the army and quickly rose through the ranks. That was until one man stood in his way. You, Father. He was one of the candidates to lead the new 14th Legion, but that role fell to you. After that, he was assigned to serve under a far more gifted engineer, Nero, who was in charge of restoring the ultimate weapon. Valens has resented you ever since, going so far as to oppose the ideals you upheld. Where you treated those who served the Empire based on merit rather than on their race or origin, Valens is adamant that pure-blooded Garleans are superior to all others. It never ceases to amaze me how far some will go in the name of revenge, all that hatred festering away. Nothing good could ever come of it. So the marks on your body are his handiwork? Yes. To Valens and his men, we are no more than fodder for his experiments. Playthings on which they can vent their frustrations. Every day is filled with nothing but pain. If I had remained in Garlemald, you would never have been forced to endure this abuse. It's not your fault, Father. We could have fled from Valens if we'd wanted to. After all, we're expendable and easily replaced. Truth is, that's exactly why we couldn't run. In saving ourselves, we would be condemning others. But if we were to stay, to see the weapon project to its completion, we would gain the power to defeat Valens, and then the Empire itself, freeing the world from its tyranny. That way, we might start afresh, and find a place we can call home. And not just for us, but for anyone who wishes to live in peace. You would give your lives for a future you may not live to see. We took courage from your teachings, Father. The strong must lead the weak, and we would gain that strength by whatever means necessary. We will fight for the sake of those who cannot. But we knew that you never consent to our participation in the weapons project, which is why we couldn't turn to you for help. As the pilots, we're the only ones who are able to stop Valens. We know just how powerful the weapons are. You would use them to bring a world to its knees. Yet his masterpiece is the worst of them all. Oh, god damn it, there's one more. If only I could get my hands on it. Then I could save Alphonse and all of world. Father, I know you and Alphonse stand on opposing sides of this conflict, but there must be some way you can help him. He may have called you our enemy before, but he never meant it. He still loves you, Father. You're everything he aspires to be. I have failed him. Failed you all. But I refuse to abandon him to his fate. I will free him from Valens if it is the last thing I do. Thank you. He needs you. Now more than ever. Listen, Allie. I once sought the strength to rebuild the world as I saw fit. But the ultimate weapon was born not to create, but to destroy. Alphonse must not follow in my footsteps. I know all too well where they lead. I will do all I can to help your brother. Pray, tell me where he is. He's... I'm sorry, I don't know where he could be. In that case, I shall have the Alliance dispatch scouts. Wherever he is, we will find him. As for you, Allie, you must stay here and rest. Wait, you're the one who fought Rex, Rickon, and Melisandre, aren't you? We're the ones who treated your homeland. You threatened your homeland. You only did what you had to do. I have no right to ask this of you, but lend my father your strength. Save Alphonse. I know now why they call you hero. Alphonse, I'll do what I must to free you, even if it means going against father's wishes. I have a good feeling about his new friend. Severa, see that she has everything she needs. Our allies must be informed of these troubling events. I ask you to relay this news to the troops in Girabanya. Your loving father act may fool others, guys, but not me. For every life you've saved, you've ended 1,000 more. This is your idea of redemption. Call it what you will. For all my transgressions, I believe I still have a part to play. Was I wrong to spare you that day? Will you honor your word? Seems the time has come for the Black Wolf to show his true colors. Turn to Girabanya, yes. Yeah, give me just a second. Okay. Oh, goodness. We recently received word of your victory over the Emerald Weapon. Expect it was another fine display on your part. Not many investors were there to see it. For that reason, we'd be grateful if you could give us a blow-by-blow account, if you wouldn't mind. Good grief, it sounds like you had an awful lot to contend with. Rather you than me. I shall add this to our ever-growing stack of reports, should anyone wish to review this information ahead of the next sortie. Now, if I may say so, looks like your ordeals have taken their toll. We'll let you know if anything requires your attention, but until then, be sure to get some rest. Money. Here we go. Meanwhile, in the 7th Legion's correction chamber. Oh, no. Three weapons. 3 pitiful displays of ineptitude. Ugh! To make matters worse, one of my prime candidates, your precious sister no less, has escaped. And who should she go crawling to but that swine Gaius? After everything I've done for her, this is how she repays me. As her older brother, it's your responsibility to instill some discipline in her, and you failed miserably. Just stand there, boy. Oh, of course. It's your first time, isn't it? Come along, there's no need to be shy. You see, something wicked has taken hold of this young man. It is our job to cleanse his troubled spirit. It may look painful, but it's the only way, I assure you. He'll be ever so grateful. You want him to get better, don't you? Smile that does not reach his eyes. There's a good boy. Now let's try again, shall we? God, the very definition of a smile that doesn't reach the eyes. Holy shit. Look how dead his eyes are. God damn. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out. Burn out the bad. 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 Grrr. He's gonna keep writing. Yeah, you. Oh my god. Well done. You've all made Father proud. Very proud indeed. Ugh. As for you, I thought you were cut above the rest of the savages, but it appears I was mistaken. And since you allowed that wretched sister of yours to escape, it falls to you to act as her replacement. I choose you as the next pilot, and your mission is simple. Kill Gaius von Belsar, whatever it takes. And if you so much as entertain the idea of betraying me again, I'll exterminate every last one of your kind. Like the vermin they are! Yeah, he's very weird and crazy. I don't like him at all. And I hope the worst for him. Having said that, we'll be forcibly initiating Oversoul using Xenos' combat data. So, whatever schemes you may be hatching will never come to pass. All you need to do is sit back and let the synthetic Orsite system do the work. With you as its conduit. And they're gonna use Xenos' combat data? Oh no. should thank me for allowing you to become part of my masterpiece. Your worthless existence will finally have some semblance of meaning. Shit. Lord Valens, preparations for the Oversoul trial are complete. We await your orders. Splendid. There's never a dull moment around here. Now then, boys, who'd like to see something special? Come along, everyone. Father has secrets to share with you. He's just... Ugh. This is my chance. It's all thanks to the sacrifices made by my dear siblings. Finally, the weapon will be mine to command. Once it has reached perfection, I will be unstoppable. First Valens, and the Empire itself will fall, and we will be free at last. Father, keep Abby safe. Oh, Sandia, Recon, Rex. Until then, watch out for me. I know. So, is it ready or not? The trial sequence has been primed, sir. Then get on with it. Initiating synthetic Orsight system. Loading diamond weapon simulation. Oh, is that his wife and child in there? What's going on? You're helping us with a little research is all, whatever your name is. The time has come for you to contribute to the glory of Gardenwald. This isn't what we agreed. You said that if I took part in the experiment, you'd let my family go. You have Xenos' data loaded, yes. Activate Oversoul. Be quick about it. Understood, Lord Valens. Galvus combat sample ready. Initiating organic core overwrite. mind is no. If this is what it takes to protect you both, I love you. I'm so sorry. Oh, God. Where is my prey? Organic core overwrite complete. Xenos Ye Galvus data loaded. Subject is instinctively bound to seek out prey. Rightfully onset. Regardless of the combat prowess it may boast, I need an obedient servant, not a ravenous beast. Enough. Shut it down. Deactivating synthetic orocyte system. Oh, God. Turn your kid away. How revolting. What a mess it makes of the cockpit. Turn your kid away! Adjust the settings and prepare for another run. Fortunately, we have the net. Oh, God damn it, I hate this man. Holy shit, I might actually hate this man more than Vothri. Emmett was likable, and you could understand where he was coming from. This is fucking sick. I hate this man. I hate him. Yep. Yeah, exactly why. Yeah. That's why he didn't let his family go. But still, he agreed to release his family in exchange for his cooperation. And yeah, this is their release. My, I never knew you had such a wonderful sense of humor. The great Valens von Varro bargaining with savages. More fool him for trusting me in the first place. There's a reason why World's full name is Sorrows of Worlds. Yo, I have another weapon. Of late, all I can think about is weapons. I channel this passion into crafting homages of my favorite war machina, which is more than a mere hobby. It's the wind in my sails. Emerald weapon. Why, yes, of course. Just a moment, please. Oof. Gods be good. This thing weighs a tons. Perhaps I should have used lighter materials. How do you make the arms float? So what do you think? It's every bit as terrifying as the foe you faced. Behold the malevolent Malachite Marauder, the vicious Viridian Villain, the Jumentus Jade Giant. Actually, perhaps not that last one. Anyway, it's the Emerald Weapon! Are you a wrestling announcer now? I assure you, I spare no expense in making it as true to life, so to speak, as possible. Spared no expense. The information we received regarding its design revealed several startling details. Perhaps the most surprising of all were the free-floating manipulators, or hands if you prefer, which allowed it to attack from multiple angles simultaneously. How do you do it? Because usually it kind of just floats, like it bobs up and down for things that are floating. Yours are kind of stationary. We even learned that their positioning was based on tactics used by Gaius himself when he led the Imperial invasion on Relt. By considering the target, they are able to bombard it from all sides while keeping it pinned down. Not only that, but the Emerald Weapon was able to perfectly replicate Gaius's renowned Terminus Est gunblade technique, though on a much larger scale. I wish I could have been there to see it myself. Ooh, you're lucky. Goodness me, all this talking has made me rather parched. But before I pour myself a nice glass of local arc, I think it's time for us to fire up the real virtual combat simulation experience-inator to see what wonders it can conjure. Anything could happen, so don't say I didn't warn you. Hooray. Castrum Marinium Extreme. I can now not hear anything other than big fat tacos from that. The resistance troops will wish to help their newfound allies in Turncliffe. Ah shit, I was hoping I might have a word with you. Ever since Turncliffe was liberated, we've been sending troops to aid in getting the town back on its feet, helping the residents, that sort of thing. We Alamekans know how hard life can be for a society struggling to stand on its own feet after years of imperial rule. A lot of what most people would take for granted has to be rebuilt from the ground up. While we're able to assist when it comes to providing basic resources and keeping the place safe, there are countless other problems that need attending to. If you can spare the time, we could use your help. Bless you, should. You really are a saint. I'm sure the people of Turncliffe will benefit from having someone like you around. Once you're ready, have a word with your usual escort. I wish you all the best. So the boss roped you into helping, did he? I knew you couldn't say no. The majority of the 7th Legion are sure to be stationed in the city of Relt, the heart of this occupied territory. Whether Alphonse is there with them remains to be seen. According to Ali, another weapon lies in wait, but where we do not know. It stands to reason, however, that if we were to find it, Alphonse would surely not be far away. You're the one who piloted that war marketer and defeated the Sapphire weapon, aren't you? I thought so. I have heard much about you, but I doubt you know who I am. My name is Avilena. I grew up here. When I saw 16, I was put to work as a matchstick engineer. Thanks to you and yours, we are now rid of the Imperials, though I fear many of us will struggle to put the past behind us. For decades we suffered at their hands. Generations of young people were forced into the army and sent off to die in some distant land. I suppose I could be considered one of the lucky few. My work here kept me away from the battlefield, and I hope that my contributions might help the others live long enough to make their way home. In the end, most of them never returned. Though my efforts were in vain, I can at least honor their memory. I want to leave something behind for their sake, to prove that they haven't been forgotten. A monument bearing their names. To ensure that not a single person is omitted, I need to see the official list of conscripts. If one still exists, it would be inside the Imperial facility beneath the town, but with the Resistance troops and ironworks engineers closing the place off, I can't get near it. Perhaps you might have a word with them for me? I'll leave as soon as I find the list. Leave it to me. Thank you. I'll follow your lead. Hello, burly engineer. Something I could help you with? We're looking for lists of conscripts. I see. This is a bit unusual for one of the locals to show an interest in the Imperial's leavings, but it seems she has reasons. Since we're still carrying out our investigations, we've closed the place off to prevent anyone interfering. Considering it's you who's asking, though, I can hardly say no. Still, I'd better go with her, in case the others kick up a fuss. You're very kind. Yo, how'd it go? I'm sorry for any trouble I've caused. You have my thanks. Think nothing of it. I was glad to help. As I'd suspected, the Imperials kept detailed records of the local conscripts. One name in particular stood out to me. My friend Melisandre. I had no idea she'd been assigned to the 7th Legion of all places. How did you know her? It all began while we were serving together in the 14th Legion. We had much in common, both being drafted from the same occupied territory, and we soon became firm friends. Then one day she was sent to fight in Eorzea while I remained here. The day before she left, she came to say goodbye, together with her foster siblings from the orphanage. The youngest one, Recon, was particularly upset about not being allowed to speak with their adoptive father, Gaius von Belsar, before they departed. It was actually another of his orphans, Livius Junius, who forbid them from seeing him. I can't say for certain, but it seems that Livia had a strong attachment to Gaius and wouldn't let anyone else near him. As far as I could tell, he tried his best to keep Livia at arm's length whenever possible, but her devotion to him was bordering on obsession. She became extremely jealous at the slightest sign of affection between him and his other wards. Others, however, treated them far more kindly. In fact, a Prefectus Castorum of the 14th Legion came specifically to meet them. While I was surprised that Orokian had risen to such a rank, I was even more taken aback by the unguarded manner in which he spoke with his subordinates. I hoped that with people like him serving on the Eorzean front, they would be in safe hands. Then the time came for Melisandre to leave. We shared a few final words, and then she was gone. It would be the last I ever saw of her. After that, I was assigned to the Tribunus Ladiclavius of the Fourth. Nero told Scava and I worked on restoring the Ultima weapon. I was even at the Praetorium on the day it was destroyed, but I escaped aboard an Imperial ship moments before it came crashing down. I eventually made my way back to Welt, only to be drafted into the 7th Legion to continue working on the weapon project. Even now it makes me sick to my stomach to think that I'd help bring those abominations into the world. Using a living pilot to feed the weapons core was part of the design from the very beginning. Of course, they'd never dream of subjecting a true-born Garland to such barbaric treatment, not when the 7th Legion was a ready supply of provincial conscripts right for the taking. The pilots were referred to only by their code names, and we engineers were not made privy to their true identities. Even with this list of conscripts, I still don't know who was sacrificed in the name of the weapon project. Let's bring an end to the weapon project together. But what can I do? For years, all I've known is how to build tools of destruction. The 7th Legion is far from finished. They're biding their time, waiting until the right moment to unleash the final weapon. Give me just a second, sorry. When they do, it will bring naught but death and woe to all who stand in their way. Even after everything they've taken from us, they still want more. If it weren't for the Empire, Melisandre would still be here. She was the kindest person I ever met. But the Empire was just... She was just another pawn in their game. I will never forget her. There's a way I can make a difference. I know there is. But first I need to speak with members of the Ironworks. I have a feeling that war machina you used to beat the Sapphire weapon will be called into action again. Until then, there's still time to make improvements, and I intend to help. I'll still be going ahead with the plan to build a monument, but stopping the Empire must come first. I hope Melisandre and the others can wait a little longer. Before I go, allow me to express my gratitude. I don't know what I'd have done if it weren't for you. Until we meet again. Okay. Back to Garibon, yeah. So how was your time in Kirby? Seems the liberation of that one small town will become pivotal in world's history. Perhaps it won't be long before the rest of the region is free from the Empire. Actually, we'd be honored to fight alongside the people of Relt. We won't rest until the Imperials are sent fleeing with their tails between their legs. Until that day arrives, we'll carry on doing our bit to support you and the others in ending the weapons project. I'll be sure to pass on any pertinent information. In the meantime, take care. Okay. Here we go. In love you shall find, orchestration role. The resistance troops already have received intriguing information from Relt. Come at the right time. There have been some developments in Relt we'd like to share with you. And as luck would have it, here comes the ideal person to explain the situation. I guess I'll take it from here. Sit. Oh no. Glad to see you looking so well, Shent. Nago? Yes, it certainly has. I haven't seen you around Ralger's Reach much lately. Anyone would think you're trying to avoid me. But as much as I'd love to stand around chatting, I'm afraid I've got some serious business to discuss. Following the liberation of Turncliffe, it seems the people of Relt also have their hearts set on freeing themselves from the grip of the Empire. Like-minded citizens have rallied under the banner of the Relt Revolutionaries, and they aim to dispose the 7th Legion that currently occupies the city. Their ranks include many former conscripts, and between them they possess no small amount of combat experience. The only thing they lack is someone to lead them. After much consideration, they decided to turn to none other than Gaius Balsar. Of course, many would balk at the thought of turning a former enemy, and many did. But desperate times call for desperate measures. His reputation as a legatus speaks for itself, and as most Alamegans will attest, he was a far more reasonable and pragmatic leader than his predecessor, the Mad King Theodric, or his successor, Xenos, for that matter. But most importantly, he was the one who led the invasion of Relt in the first place, so who better than him to take it back? After accepting their offer, he requested the delivery of additional arms and provisions for the Alamegan resistance. Not that we have much to spare at the present, but we'll do what we can, while my comrades see to the preparation. I've been assigned to meet with him in person. I was wondering, could you accompany me to Turncliffe? Of course. Thanks, Shent. To be perfectly honest, coming face to face with a Black Wolf is a rather daunting prospect, even if he has supposedly turned over a new leaf. But I'm sure having you there will make a world of difference. Yeah. He'll be fine. Gaius is fairly chill now. I believe you're acquainted with our escort, yes? Let him know when you're ready to get going. Trip to Turncliffe, is it? Yes. Many of my comrades were dead against having Gaius Balsar, of all people, lead the charge, but as I always say, if you want a job done properly, hire a professional. After all, he's already conquered Relt once, so I'm certain he'll be just as successful the second time. Not necessarily wrong about that. Gaius Balsar, I presume. I come bearing the Alamegan Resistance official reply to your request for aid. Here you go. I see. You have my thanks. Does that mean we can finally make our move? With the assistance of the Alamegans, we will soon have sufficient arms at our disposal to stand a chance at victory. But lest we forget, the 7th Legion has been conserving its strength thus far, and we must be prepared for severe casualties should its full might be brought to bear. If our lives must be the price of freedom, we will pay it willingly. Let me be clear, we Alamegans have not forgotten that it was you who led the invasion of our homeland. The blood of our fallen loved ones is on your hands. Even so, the people of Welt chose you to lead the revolution, and we will honor their decision. I only hope they will not come to regret it. As do I. Should I be found unworthy of their trust, I shall submit to their judgment in whatever that may entail. Forgive me, but might we return to the task at hand? First, I would like to discuss the transportation of supplies from Alamigo. This way, if you please. Once again, I prepare to lead an army into Welt. The irony is not lost to me. It is a cruel twist of fate that these people, so desperate from years of oppression, should turn to their conqueror for salvation. For most of my life, I believe that only the Empire possessed the strength and wisdom to lead mankind. That only through great sacrifice could civilization hope to thrive. So I led the conquest of Eorzea, forcing the doctrine of Garlemald upon the ignorant and uncivilized. In every territory I sought out those with the potential for greatness, without regard for one's birth or circumstances, that they might serve the Empire. There are those such as Valens who see being born Guardian a virtue in itself, one above all others. To think that a monster such as him should be granted the position of legatus and everything that entails makes my blood boil. Valens brings shame upon our homeland, and makes mock of the ideals it once stood for. By my hand he shall pay for his foul crimes. We're running out of time, Gaius. We have to go after her. Oh no! There's something I would show you, but not here. Come with me. Did she escape? Why did I have to keep this all a secret? We could have helped her. You must keep this to yourself. I do not want the soldiers to think I am being distracted by personal matters. This letter was found in her room. Dear Father, I'm sorry for leaving without saying goodbye, but the thought of Alphonse suffering alone is more than I can bear. For his sake and for the freedom of Relt, I've decided to take matters into my own hands. I know of a way to save them, a way to end it all. I have to seize this chance before it is too late. My mind is set. Please do not try to stop me, Father. The days we spent together were the happiest of my life, and no matter what happens, nothing can take that away from me. With all my love, Allie. She's heading for the 7th Legion stronghold in Relt. I'm certain of it. Taking matters into her own hands. She must be planning to take control of one of the weapons. If so, there's no time to waste. We have to mobilize our forces and save Allie and Alphonse. I want nothing more than to save them, but I cannot ask the Relt revolutionaries to risk their lives to rescue 2 Imperial soldiers. In any case, if we were to rush into battle without adequate preparation, the 7th Legion would tear our partisan army to shreds. And as capable a warrior Shent is, if he were to charge headlong into the heart of the enemy, he'd be overwhelmed by sheer numbers. But if we don't do something, Allie and Alphonse are as good as dead. I know, Sephira. So did Allie when she wrote that letter. Returning alive was never part of her plan. Can you hear me? I'm in Relt, just outside Castrum Cullinum. All hell has broken loose. Ah, god damn it. Found it. We have lost the signal. Must be what Allie spoke of in her letter. A way to end it all. Alphonse and the others were planning this from the beginning. To bring the weapon project to completion, and to use it to free Relt from the Empire, even at the cost of their own lives. If the revolutionaries were to hear that a weapon has been unleashed upon the Imperial headquarters, they would see it as a perfect opportunity to strike. If it runs amok, it may not distinguish between our allies and the Imperials. A large force would draw too much attention. But the 3 of us should be able to get close enough without it noticing us. Between us, we'll find a way to save them. I cannot allow it. This is my burden to bear, and I shall bear it alone. Rest assured, I have every intention of making it out alive, and I'll have you know, my record for surviving dangerous missions is impeccable. So far. Just accept it, guys. Very well. For the time being, I will have the revolutionaries stand by and await my signal. An opportunity to reclaim Relt may yet present itself, but we must first be allowed to remove the threat of this new weapon. Sephira, have Sid ready the G-Warrior. Understood. Once your preparations are complete, let us reconvene outside the hangar. Uh-oh. Here we go. Sometime earlier, the 7th Legion's Relt headquarters. Shit. Oh, here he is. How wonderful it is to see you again, my dear. I was beginning to think that you weren't coming back. In my impatience, I may have vented my frustrations on that brother of yours. I do hope you'll forgive me. God damn it. Lord Valens, you mentioned before that the previous weapons were merely prototypes used to gather combat data within their cores. Yes, very good. I see you were paying attention after all. Ruby, sapphire, emerald. The primals they absorbed and the data they accumulated will serve a singular purpose. The completion of my masterpiece, the diamond weapon. But while you and your siblings were able to retrieve the necessary data from the ruby weapon before Gaius and his lackeys arrived, sapphire and emerald were handed to the enemy on a silver platter. Those worthless curs failed to meet even my exceedingly low expectations. As detailed in my report, I took it upon myself to infiltrate Gaius Balesaw's band of rebels and reclaim the data. Yes, you have done well, my dear. My engineers have already finished feeding it to the diamond weapon. Then all that remains is for me to resume my role as its pilot, and for you to release my brother and the rest of our compatriots, as per our agreement. He's not gonna do that. He's not gonna do it. Of course, of course. A handful of savages is a small price to pay for your remarkable talents. Even though the weapons project's revolutionary technology allows even an untrained pilot to fight with the skills of a veteran soldier, only the truly gifted can draw out the full potential of the synthetic orosite. In addition to their physical attributes and combat prowess, I require unwavered loyalty before I can even consider entrusting a candidate with one of my creations. And you are everything I desire. I am honored that you regard me so highly, Lord Valens. However, in return for my continued cooperation, I wish to propose an extra condition to our agreement. I request that the people of Relt be given full imperial citizenship and the right to self-govern. My, how very bold of you. Quite astute at that. Yes, I could grant the people of Relt citizenship, if I so desired. Unfortunately, a mere legatus such as myself is in no position to simply relinquish control of imperial territory on a whim. Come now, we both know that the weapons are by a means to an end. Your true intent is to march on the capital and claim it for yourself, correct? Once you have taken the throne, one small territory would seem a fair reward for those who played a vital role in the ascension of Emperor Valens. I say, for someone so sweet and innocent, you certainly drive a hard bargain. Very well. If it's wealth you want, it's yours. I'll soon have no need for this stinking backwater province anyway. about my brother? Ah, yes, always. Was it Alfred? Whatever his name is, you needn't worry. I've made special arrangements for him. He'll be perfectly safe, provided you uphold your side of the agreement. Excellent! Now, let us get you aboard the diamond weapon. Shall we? Ah, one step closer to my coronation. This is the moment I've been waiting for. God damn it, Allie. I know this isn't what Father would have wanted, but it's the only way. Please forgive me. Initiating the synthetic orosite system. All sensors activated. So far, so good. Diamond weapon codename Xenos. Commencing activation sequence. Behold perfection itself. Sandia, Recon, and Rex gave their lives. The others may live without fear. The orosite is taking hold. I'm just glad that you didn't have to go through this, Alphonse. You'll have to go on without me. You and Father must work together to... Sorry I can't be there at your side. This is the only way. What's that, my dear? Is something the matter? The diamond weapon is mine. Your tyranny ends here, Valens. So he had no systems in place to prevent this then. No kind of remote shutdown, no override. He deserves this. The born filth! If you think your little performance had me fooled, you are sorely mistaken. What are you waiting for? Shut it down! Yes, my ward. Transmitting deactivation signal, so they do have a way of turning it off. Well, shit. It's not responding. You should have taken out the main room. Well, you're effed now. That insolent whelp had me worried for a moment. Bring her to me alive, even if it means damaging the machine. When I'm through with her, she will beg for death. Let it end like this. Sandia, Recon, Rex, guide my hand. Alphonse, wherever you are, lend me your strength. Oh no! Bzz, combat sample. Bzz, ready. Initiating overmind subject name. Bzz. Overmind. What is that? Oh! This can't be. It's ignoring the shutdown signal and initiating overmind. But how? I don't care how! Stop that thing before it brings down the whole castrum! It's not gonna happen though. We saw the confrontation between him and Gaius, but god damn it, I want it to be so. If only the little quest portraits weren't a little bit of a spoiler. I was unable to save Miss Sandia, Recon, and Rex, but there may yet be hope for Ali and Alphonse. Ready to depart? I'll send for Master Garland. We all expected another weapon to appear sooner or later, but not quite like this. According to Valdolin, after it finished laying waste to the headquarters of the 7th Legion, it took to the sky. Though this has dealt a massive blow to the Imperial forces, I am certain that Ali is on board the weapon. It must be halted before she comes to harm, and for that I need the G-Warrior and the airships to transport it. I see that one thing hasn't changed since your days as the Black Wolf. Your penchant for gigantic war machina. But if this means the G-Warrior has another chance to shine, I'd be happy to oblige. This time, rather than having it unceremoniously towed by the airships, I have a more dynamic entrance in mind. Good to see you again, Shent. Yo. From what I hear, we have you to thank for Avelina volunteering to help the Ironworks. Since you joined, our work has come on leaps and bounds. I'm just grateful for the opportunity to finally put my knowledge and skills to good use. And as far as I can tell, your target is the diamond weapon, the most powerful of them all. What's worse, its design incorporates all the combat data and abilities of the other weapons, making it far more formidable than those you encountered before. Thankfully, we've had time to prepare for such an occasion. Would you care to elaborate? Let me put it this way. Thanks to Avelina's tireless dedication, the G-Warrior has been reborn. But there'll be time to explain more on the way. Come on, the Enterprise is waiting. Heck yeah, let's do this. Here we go again. Is it bigger now? Very impressive. May I ask what purpose it serves? Since our objective is to rescue the pilot, we've added a means of capturing the diamond weapon. We come to save lives, not to end them. For that reason, the G-Warrior has been reborn. I present to you the G's savior. Shining Gundam evolved into Burning Gundam. Got it. While you and Gaius deal with the diamond weapon, I'll be doing my best to aid Valve in the safe return from World. Hopefully he's taken advantage of the chaos to make good his escape. You're off to save Miss Sandia's foster siblings, Alphonse and Allie, aren't you? Please do whatever you can to bring them back safely. I'll be monitoring the situation from the Enterprise. Should things take a turn for the worse, I'll be ready to intervene. Once again, citizens' engineers have proven precisely what we require before we even knew it ourselves. Due to the added complexity, we'll have Gaius pilot while Shep handles the various armaments. Agreed. There will be little opportunity for us to grow accustomed to our roles, but even so, we must succeed at all costs. The cloud deck now accessible. Oh no! I don't meet the average item level. Shoot, what is my item level? I need one. I am missing 10. That's fine. I think I do have some... I think I have enough where I can buy some equipment. So we can still do this. This is still possibly achievable. Give me just a moment. Return. Let's go to the Crystarium real quick. This is fine. This is fine. I've done enough of the trials and raids and such where I think I should have enough for at least... Where's the person? Right here. Get... something. Where's the... there it is, 530. I don't need the spear. Yeah, see, I have 600. I have plenty. I can get boots. I can get boots. I can get boots. Exchange. You've got to be kidding me. God damn it. Okay. Wait a minute now. I just need something else. Wait a minute now. Not you, I need C. Well, I would like the armor just to see how it looks. I think I'm going to go with these because these are technically the upgraded version from the Eden raid that I never got before. I guess it doesn't matter which I take though, so... I'll go for one of the rings. Actually, it looks like I can just get all of them, so I'll do that. Just in case it only gives me like one per. Since they all are technically an upgrade. Yes. Boom, there we go. Alright, that boosted us to where we needed to be. We're fine now. Save. Boom. Heck yeah. Can also get these. Okay, that's fine. Ooh. Cloud Deck. Intelligence from Relt indicates that a previously unknown weapon is laying waste to the 7th Imperial Legion's headquarters. Though it seems improbable that the War Mechada could turn against its creators, a letter left by Ali reveals her intention to commandeer the weapon and rescue her brother Alphonse from the Imperials. Together, with Gaius and Cid, you formulate a strategy not to destroy, but to capture the rampaging machine before any harm can come to its pilot. Let's hope we can do something. Been enough death, damn it. Also, while we're here... I believe you mentioned that there was another raid that we can get started in Twine. So I'm gonna head there and get that started while we wait on this one to do its thing. Was it Twine? I'm confused. I thought it was in Twine. Did I misremember? I must have misremembered. Oh well.
to the Dominant Enclave. I do need to add more to that. Yeah, let's do that. I'll give more to the Dominant Enclave. Now that I have more stuff to donate. I will say, I kind of forget what the limit is. I'll give them a piece at a time. Till it triggers another thing. Not all of it. Oh wait, the weekly budget is 20,000. That only gives 15 anyway. Alright, so we're good with that. Is there anything else I can give? I could give materia. But do I want to give materia? On behalf of the Shazenkai Shind, I thank you for your support. I am pleased to inform you that we have made great strides in our efforts to rebuild the Enclave. Oh yeah? Just always sounds so hectic with the music. Owing to your many contributions, the yard has seen further development. As you continue to contribute to the Shazenkai and the reconstruction efforts, in what other ways might the Doman Enclave grow and change? Hey, you know what? That is some perfect frickin' timing. Commence! Hell yeah. Here we go! This is probably gonna be another pain! Question. The cloud deck. Target in sight. Pin it down with a salvo missile. Threat detected. Returning fire. Familiar male voice. This is a way of doing it, I suppose. Alright, here we go. Go. Oh no! Oh, that's cool. Use the teleporter to move. Okay. Well, I should probably do that then. was telling me to do something, I should probably do it. My dream has been realized. Through face the diamond weapon. I was supposed to be over here. Okay. Oh, okay. Well. Shoots. Oops. I can never quite get the angle for that right, I guess. God damn it! No! Healer! God damn it! No! I thought I was enough away, but I was barely not. This is just knock you off the platform, the frickin' boss. That was a quick repair, damn, okay. Why did I misclick that? Oh my god. I can't believe it did that. God! I fat fingered it, dang it. Uh-oh. Oh, damn. Okay. At least I popped up my buff for everyone. Is that at least? I've probably died 5 or 6 times already. My gosh. I'm an idiot. I was not at all paying attention. Why the... I feel so bad for the healers. I feel so bad for the healers. Man. The only good thing is at least it's almost over, right? It's not like there's a second phase to this, right? I like this fight, though. This is a good fight. I'm just not good. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, God. I hope you're able to get them back up either. Okay, good. Oh, no. Oh, God. At least you got the other healer up. Even though it's... Oh, my God. You've got to be kidding me. Come on, Tank, you got this! Go, Isaac! Okay, every attack that he does like a point percentage. Kind of. Come on, Isaac, you got this. Oh, god damn it. Come on. You can tank it, tank. Shield wall. Tank it, tank. Oh, or even dodge it? Did he dodge that? That's kind of cool. Oh my god! Oh my god. Come on. Come on. You got this. Holy crap. Uh-oh. Jump to the other side? Epic. crap! Holy! I hope he stays. I want to give him a I want to vote him up. Holy crap! Also, they even said it. He dodged that one blast then too, right? Holy shit! I didn't know you could do that. Please still be here. Yes. Yes. Boom. Holy cow. That's amazing. Oh, hey guys. Did we capture it? We must reach the diamond weapon before the Imperials. Let's do it. In all the years since the invasion, this place has hardly changed. I was expecting to find some signs of the 7th Legion here, but it would appear the diamond weapon has already taken them out of the equation. I pray we are not too late. Oh, shoot! Allie! Oh, gosh. Please take it back to Turncliffe. I have some unfinished business to attend to. Now to learn what has become of Alphonse. If you have a score to settle, now's your chance. Show yourself. Come to gloat, have you, Gaius? It's not over yet. You certainly have an instinct for self-preservation. I would expect nothing less from the coward who sacrificed his own soldiers to further his ambition. How dare you speak to me of ambitions? You're the one who stood in my way at every turn. If not for your meddling, the Empire would have been mine. Mine! Enough of your delusions of grandeur. Where's Alphonse? Why, he's right in front of you. What? Once you hear the answer, you'll kick yourself for not realizing it sooner. You see, in all the previous models, the combat data was either incomplete or unstable in some way, making their performance in battle wildly unpredictable. But then an idea struck me. Rather than using data gathered in battle, I should use something a little more realistic. Turns out that beloved boy of yours was quite brilliant. When he put his mind to it. By my ingenuity, he has been reborn as the core of the greatest machine ever devised. None but the great Lord Valens van Varro could conceive such a marvel. And to think that Allie came here to steal the diamond weapon to save her brother, only to find he'd already become a part of it. Perhaps it wasn't the reunion she'd envisioned, but I'm sure she was grateful nonetheless. Oh, that might also explain why Overmind activated all by itself. It was clearly an attempt to protect his precious sister. A fascinating anomaly, but I can't stand disobedience. That such atrocities should continue unabated is proof of the rot that has spread throughout the Empire. Your crimes are an affront not only to Garlemald, but to all mankind. And now, you will die. Have you forgotten, Gaius? I've seen your data. I know your every move. Such pitiful swordsmanship is a relic of the past, just like you. Terminus est Crocamore! But this wasn't in my data! Yeah. Yes. Yes. Kill him. Do it. Damn it. Do it. You know he's not finished yet. Activating synthetic orosite system. Oh, this is how he goes. Oh, this is a way of doing it. can't be. How is it still functional? Removing memory inhibitors. Whoa! Oh my god. What? You... Stop this at once! Please, let me go! Even the names of those sacrificed in your twisted experiments are beneath your notice. You are beyond redemption. Who are you to judge me, Gaius? Do you remember the names of the tens of thousands of men, women, and children killed for the sake of your conquests? I do not deny the blood spilt at my behest, nor will I run from my past. That is why I fight, to prevent the wrongs I committed from being repeated. No! Stop! I beg you! You can't do this to me! I'm Valens von Varro! I can't end this way! Oh, another draining. This dust! Alphonse. Alphonse, my son. I have failed you. But this is not the end. I will see your dreams fulfilled. This I swear. I ask only that you, Melisandre, Recon, and Rex watch over me. Father, the memories stored in the diamond weapon, give them to Abby. Watch over her, in my stead. Father, I cannot go on like this. Please. I understand. Oh, fuck. Thank you. I am proud to call myself your son. God damn it, who'd have thought that I'd be rooting for Gaius? Oh god. Him being our big bad for the majority of the beginning of the game. Been some time since we last heard from Gaius. Wasn't Relta a great and fun time where nothing bad or sad happens? Yeah, I see. We'll remain here until further notice. That was Gaius. Valens von Varro and the Weapon Project are no more. Seizing the opportunity, the revolutionaries have taken control of the city. Though they still suffered considerable losses, they have at least gained their freedom. And even with the Empire gone, for people like me, life under Imperial rule is all we've ever known. We might never be able to heal the scars left by decades of oppression. While there is hope for those who survived this ordeal, nothing can bring back the dead. The loss of my wife and daughter left a void in me that can never be filled. In the years since, I've struggled to find a purpose, a reason to keep on living. It was the same for Gaius. No matter how hard he tries to make amends, the children he lost are gone forever. Oh, you know, Kai. Just having your heart ripped from your chest for the frickin' millionth time. But then again, this is Final Fantasy XIV, so it's gonna do that to you. I can see how heavily the burden weighs on him, just as it does on me. In truth, it never gets any lighter. We can only hope to grow strong enough to bear it. G Warrior MG for the tabletop. A dynamic tabletop statue based on Garland Ironworks G Warrior. The Aether Saber emits sufficient light to be used as a bedside reading lamp. But be warned that touching it may result in severed appendages. The MG part is named supposedly stands for Master Garland, or something along those lines. So it'll just cut a limb off. Wonderful. Sever is concerned for Allie's well-being. The recent events in Mril have been a profound impact on the lives of many people, but none more so than Allie. She's been in a state of shock ever since she returned. We've even called in Sid to see if he can ascertain what the problem might be. You see, there's a strong possibility that the diamond weapon itself is what's caused Allie to close herself off like this. But for the time being, all we can do is wait. There is one other thing. Evelina came by looking for you earlier, so perhaps you could go and see her? Oh, you made your monument. Thank you for coming to meet me. I'm glad to see you're none the worse for your experiences. Actually, I've been meaning to show you this. Thanks to the Alamegan resistance, the monument to the fallen is complete. Though they may no longer be with us, we'll never forget them. This way, they'll always be a part of Turncliffe, and future generations will be reminded of the sacrifices that were made. You were always so kind to me, and now it's my turn to do the same for others. Evelina is absorbed in prayer. Now would be a good time to return to Severa. God, I think everyone should give this game a chance. hope all is well with Evelina. Actually, while you were speaking with her, I received word that Gaius will be here soon. I wish to see Abby. Would you send for her? Oh. Allie. No, thank you. No, thank you, Kai. Does she even recognize me? At first, we thought the weapon's influence had caused this, but it seems there's more to it than that. The Turungians say that this is most likely the result of intense trauma. Her mind has been scarred, perhaps irrevocably. She boarded the diamond weapon with the intention of saving her brother. Little did she know that Valens had used the synthetic Orosite system to transform Alphonse into a living component of the machine. Then, when she boarded the diamond weapon, she finally learned the horrid truth. I've never heard of anything so cruel. Just a moment. In each of the previous cases, pilots became fused with the weapon's core. So how is Ellie able to escape a similar fate? That's one of the many things we're still looking into. There's no need. I already know the answer. It was Alphonse who kept her safe. In the end, I was unable to save your brother, my son. All they wanted was a place to call home, where they could live in peace. But after all the pain and hardship they endured, this is their reward? No. This is not the end of their story. I taught them the strong must lead the weak, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. Those who have suffered at the hands of the corrupt are beyond counting. Alphonse dreamed of a land without oppressors and the oppressed, where all may live as equals. Thanks to his sacrifice and that of his siblings, the cornerstones of such a nation have been laid. Melisandre, Recon, Rex, Alphonse, and Ali. They risked everything to win the freedom of Relt. And now it has come to pass. I will see their ideals are upheld. This I swear, as their father. The long and arduous process of rebuilding Relt has begun. In the days to follow, I shall be working alongside the new government to create a place that people like Ali and Severa
would be proud to call home. For so long, all that kept me alive was hate. But the time has come to cast it aside. I'm going with you. I'll only regret it if I don't. And while nothing I can do can bring back the ones I've lost, I owe it to them to make the most of the life I've been given. Times change. People change. It's just as well. We inventors would soon find ourselves out of work if everything stayed the same. If you're in need for my creations, just say the word. You know, guys, I could fill a book with all the things I've been meaning to say to you over the years, but what would be the point? What's done is done. There is one thing, though. If anyone can get through to Allie, it's you. She looks up to you the same way I did as a boy. Don't give up on her. I would not have made it this far without my constant companions, Valdelin and Severa. In fact, I believe she has a few words to share with you. It's taken me a long time, too long, but I finally found a reason to live for the present, for the future. For all my life, I've been searching for my place in the world. Everywhere I went, I was always on the outside looking in. But I've realized if we can't find one, we just have to make it ourselves. That's what I learned from guys as children. Despite everything, they never gave up, and neither will I. For now, at least, my place is at Gaius' side. I'll follow him and see where this journey leads. And before I leave, I want to tell you how grateful I am that you chose to stand by us until the end. I hope we'll meet again one day. All this time I've been trying to convince myself that Gaius was every bit the villain I'd imagined him to be. The ruthless subjugator of nations. Evil made flesh. And while many who fight under the banner of Garlemald are all that and worse, I realize now that Gaius was driven by his own notions of right and wrong, misguided as they were. Since then, he's turned his back on the Empire and its hateful doctrine. His guilt and anguish only strengthened his resolve. The day I spared his life, he was given a second chance to set right the wrongs he had committed, to become the man his children believe him to be. I was a father once, a husband. In many ways I still am. And even though they're no longer with me, I want to be someone they would be proud of. Now I too have been given a chance to make a difference in a land far from home. I'll never forget my past, but neither will I be beholden to it. When I meet the people of Relt, I'll be sure to tell the tale of your bravery and compassion. May it grant them the strength to face the struggles ahead. Pray. Go in peace, my friend. Though we were brought together under strange circumstances, Vedalin, Severa, and I will continue to work together, at least for the foreseeable future.
There they are. Who might these charming young men be? They were found in the 7th Legion's headquarters, in one of the few areas that escaped unscathed following the Diamond Weapons rampage. Perhaps that was Alphonse's intention. Do not be afraid. We mean you no harm.
That thing on your forehead.
My name is Gaius Baelsa. Like Valens von Varro, I was once a legatus of the Garlean Empire. Though I believed I was fighting for a just cause, my conquest came at a terrible cost. Pray forgive me. I do not mean to scare you. If you would lend me your ears, I have a story to tell. A group of courageous young men and women, not so different from yourselves, stood up to protect their people from the tyranny of the Empire. They fought with everything they had, and finally victory was theirs. But it came at a terrible price. As their father, I still struggle to come to terms with their sacrifice. Yet they have entrusted the future to me. I will stop at nothing to see their dream fulfilled. Even so, there is only so much one old soldier can achieve by himself. I'd be honored to have your support in the days to come. At ease, lads. He's not as scary as he looks. And if he steps out of line, he'll have to answer to me. Though they were fortunate enough to escape the destruction of the castrum, they may have been injured while fleeing. Have the Turungians look them over and find a place for them to stay. Seems the time has come for us to go our separate ways once more. I myself can scarcely believe that we were once bittered adversaries, but my encounters with you have led me to question the very ideals I swore to uphold. What is strength? What is weakness? Those who grasp the reins of power are said to be strong. Those who lack such power must therefore be the weak, for better or worse. However, we are far more complex creatures than that. I see now that true strength is not granted by others, but resides within us. Strength of character, of spirit, of resolve. Therein lies the power to cast off the shackles of oppression, to overcome any adversity, to stand firm in the face of impossible odds. That is the strength you possess. May it never leave you. Seems I will have to summon all the resolve I can muster if I'm to keep my promise to Alphonse. The process of establishing the independent governance of Relt is underway, and I will do all in my power to see it become everything my children dreamed of and more. For the immediate future, We shall continue to work closely with the Alamican resistance, whose role in the revolution cannot be underestimated. That reminds me, for passing by Porta Praetoria, the soldiers stationed there wish to hear your version of the events. Please give them my regards. I hope that when our paths cross again, I'll have glad tidings to share with you. Until next we meet. Bye. Welcome back, Shent. Congratulations on another hard-earned victory. Ever since we first heard the news, I've been dying to hear exactly how it all unfolded. So, what can you tell me of this diamond weapon? By Ralger's beard. Even for the Empire, that must be a new low. Those poor orphans. I can only pray that the citizens of Relt are able to enjoy the freedom that Gaius' wards gave them their lives for. At the very least, we need no longer live in fear of the monstrous creations birthed by the Weapon Project. I shall add your account to our official record. Finally, on behalf of the Alamigan Resistance and the whole of Eorzea, for that matter, allow me to express my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you. Meanwhile, Father, the memories stored in the diamond weapon. Give them to Avi. than the synthetic orsite. These are his memories. Their memories. I want to live in a world without you. That's why I'm going with you. No, not yet, Allie. Now is not your time. Father still needs you. Please take care of him. In our place. And if you're worried about Alphonse, don't be. He's got us for company. I want you to see this new world for yourself. I'll forever be by your side, Allie. The only one left. But I'll never be alone. Father. Finn. Mass destruction of weapons. Have I mentioned how much I love and hate this game? I have to get ready for work now. I'm freaking crying over here. My housemate's gonna ask what's wrong with me. Frickin' just had my heart frickin' ripped from my body. My gosh. Late, all I can think about weapons. I channel this passion into crafting homages. Cool, diamond weapons. An excellent choice. I'll have it ready in a jiffy. Here it is, the most formidable of all weapons. One that requires no introduction. Having said that, I'll give one regardless. Let me begin with its alternate name. AEWIZ. Like the other medals, it is an anti-icon war machina. And the I is the numerical indication that it belongs to the first series of prototypes. Z seems to imply that it is the final version. This is mere conjecture on my part, but the ruby, sapphire, and emerald weapons appear to have been designed from the onset to gather data for making improvements to the diamond weapon. But that's not all. The diamond weapon was equipped with a certain element that the other models lacked. It enabled it to reach its final perfected state. But it's the nature of this element that troubles me. Even after reading the report, I'm still having trouble coming to terms with the sacrifices made in the name of the weapon project. Perhaps we should give a moment of silence for the young lives lost. I was planning to give this sculpture to the people of World as a reminder of the brave souls whose deeds eventually led to independence from the Empire. As with my previous works, the sculpture can also be used to reenact your encounter with the weapon, but will prove useful in preparing for whatever the future holds in store. Cloud Deck Extreme now accessible. Alright, I'll go ahead and return to the Crystarium since everything else that we need to do is going to be taking place in the first. I went to Twine because I thought that was the area that I needed to go to for the next raid, but maybe I was wrong. We also need to finish up Eden, so we can maybe start that next time. Oh, sorry, stretched. And also there's the main scenario quest to continue along as well, so still much more to do with Endgame Shadowbringers before we jump into Endwalker? Endwalker's next, I believe. Which is the next to last expansion, I believe, as well. So yeah. I know I had another poor showing with the trial again, and I'm sorry. I'll get better, I promise. I hope anyway. Knock on wood. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I need to get ready for work. Thank you again, Lucian, for chatting with me and just being here. Thank you. I appreciate it. And then, until next time, hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, whichever it may be. Also, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. On a freaking Valentine's Day, huh? Alright, I gotta go. Bye.